Have you ever shot a short film or a few clips and you come back and you look at the footage and you're like, it looks alright. And then you watch a Hollywood big production film and for some reason it just clicks. It just looks so good. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to make your next film look more professional. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Arrow Vlogs. If you don't know me, my name is Caleb and I'm a young aspiring filmmaker and photographer. So if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. Alright, let's jump into the tips. Tip 1 is use foreground elements. And what I mean by that is put things in front of your lens. And I don't mean the subject, I don't mean what you're actually focusing on. I'm talking about little micro details that maybe other people won't notice, but adds a extra layer in the professional side of the video. I am going to call this something, I'm going to call this the sandwich of professional videos. I just made that up and it's kind of cool. But what I'm saying is with a sandwich, you have bread, you have cheese, you have ham, you have all these different parts to it, and they all make one nice, juicy, fat, chunky, saucy sandwich. Basically what I'm saying here is when you're shooting a video, you tend to have 2 layers. You tend to have the layer of what's in focus. In this scene right here would be me, and then the background. But when you're shooting short films, you want to make it usually 3. So what I'm saying is you have your foreground, which would be this foreground elements. See, I'm putting something in front of the lens, and when you do that in short films and you pan from the wall, or you put grass in front of the lens or a plant in front of the lens, and it makes it look much more professional, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. As you can tell, it looks pretty good and it makes it just so much more professional, and again, adds a extra layer. Tip 2, and this is super easy, is just use multiple angles. A lot of people, and I did this too, and I still do it a lot of times because I'm not that great. I'm just still learning. I'm just showing you what I got. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, go. Basically, use multiple angles to show one thing. So let's say you were walking down a street. You could do one angle, and in some cases you do want to do that. But for the most part, you want to do multiple angles to keep people on their toes. Keep people like looking back and forth and letting their mind just process multiple things at once, but it's still walking down the street. So let me show you an example of that. So the first clip is basic. I'm walking down the street, and that's it. I'm just walking down the street. It's super basic. The second one shows me doing more than just walking. I mean, it shows me grabbing my jacket. It shows me walking. It shows a tight, a wide, all these different shots. And basically that allows to keep your viewers more engaged. Tip 3, this is essential to anyone making videos, and I used to never do this, and it just didn't look good at all, and that's using sound effects. If you don't use sound effects, and you've probably heard this a lot, but if you don't use sound effects, it ruins the entire video, and honestly, ooh, you're in a bad place, buddy. It is not amazing. I would definitely recommend using sound effects. There's multiple places you could go. You could go Epidemic Sound, Artlist, Music Bed, all these other places, or you could just use the YouTube Studio library, or you can make your own sound effects. Whatever it may be, use sound effects. Use all the sounds that you hear in a video. Maybe not every single sound, but most sounds you want to be able to hear. You want to physically know what is happening. Oh, Zach's calling. Oh shoot, you got a haircut. Wait, I was filming. Hold on. Oh! So yeah, that is the 3rd tip, and it is very important, so make sure you are using sound effects. Number 4, this one everyone talks about, and is don't worry about gear. I'm not saying gear doesn't matter, because I don't want to get into that jumbus. Everyone's like, gear doesn't matter. You gotta have geared film, dumbo. But you don't have to like overthink it. You don't need cinema cameras. You don't need high-end cameras to be able to film good short films. You just need to focus on your story and focus on the actual story that you're building. If your story requires higher-end cameras and you have access to those cameras, by all means, go for it. But if you just have like a cheap little compact mirrorless camera or a point and shoot or your phone, that will work. Just don't overthink the gear side of things. I had to throw that in there because it's true. The fifth and final thing is use some sort of script or storyboard or something like that. It makes it super helpful for filming videos. A lot of the short films that me and my friend have made, however, we didn't do that at all. When we do some sort of scripting or shot list, it makes it quite a bit quicker because we're like, okay, we gotta get that, and then we can go and get this. But along the way, we still have the flexibility. If we want to, we can add more shots, because when you have a set script, you can't really explore other types of shots. You just gotta stick to the list, and that's basically it. So make some sort of shot list or storyboard or some sort of storyboard. I am struggling with saying words, and it is kind of and if you make that board, it will be super helpful. You could just write it down on a piece of paper or use a phone or an iPad or something, and it just makes it a lot faster to film videos and can overall enhance the quality of your videos and the actual story of it, which will make it more professional. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like on today's video and comment down below what videos you have in mind. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.